This is about trainer. Yeah, so that means like, it's about myself. And so I'm having around 10 plus years of experience into the industry. So my highest qualification was MBA in marketing and sales. Then, so I do have experience like, into the multiple modules, but I'm certified into ECC and certified in S4 HANA. So I'm holding around three certifications, one ECC and two S4 HANA certifications. And we do have experience on implementation projects, supports, migration projects, and so we do have domain knowledge. So that means the business knowledge. So which is a key, very important, because it is completely business driven. So we are as a functional consultant. So our main module is SAP SD. So SAP SD. So not only SD. So there are multiple modules we have, like MM, FI, and SD, and there are PP. There are multiple modules. So these are coming under functional modules. So functional modules means we are a functional consultants here. Functional consultants means, so we will be in touch with the business and we are understanding the business and we are providing the solutions. So we can also call it as enterprise solutions or ERP platform. This is an ERP platform, enterprise resource planning. And we are, so we are taking care of SAP SD module here. Once you get certified, trained and certified on this one, so you can apply for SAP SD jobs. And so, we should have a domain knowledge as well. If you have anything, it's an add-on. I can say like, it's an advantage, added advantage. And yeah, so I do have experience internally. So currently I'm working with some MNC company. I have been taking internal trainings and external trainings as well. So I'm into training industry since last 4.5 years. I can say around 4.4 years. So this is about myself. Yeah. So coming to the demo session, so this slide. So what I'm trying to explain here is, in this course, so I will be going to explain over the business process at higher level. So level, what is the business, what they are doing, what are their requirements, what can be fit into SAP, what cannot be fit into SAP, because business is very vast. And so in the SAP, so there are features like so there are I can say like advanced features, so that can be accomplished the business requirement. If not, then we will go for enhancements. Enhancement means which is not possible in the standard configuration. So we will be going into the enhancement phase with the help of developer, and we are enhancing the application to meet the business requirements. So I'm going to explain all these things during these sessions. And when it comes to like, so the other point, like system landscape and ticketing process and change, this is a complete process of like what is happening in the inside the company. So if you certified as a SAP SD consultant, once you've trained and certified, when you go to the job, so how you like, so what kind of work you will be going to do there. So I'm going to explain all these things. If you're into support project, you will be handling tickets. If you're into enhancements, you will be taking care of change request process. Or if you're into implementation, you must know all these system landscape and other things as well. And I'm going to explain the OTC cycle and complete OTC configurations. So OTC means order. As I previously explained, OTC means order to cash, which is also called as SAP SD. Sales and distribution module. So here we do have like, sales order, delivery, and billing processes. So I'm going to explain going forward. So how it is going to work and what are the complete cycles and what we're going to do. So I'm going to take care of all these things, once we go further into the classes. So this is just demo what I'm going to explain today. And when it comes to the next slide, so this is a course outline. So what are we going to cover here? So in these course, during these tenure, so we are gonna discuss about SAP SD module end-to-end configurations. End-to-end means so there is a business process in SAP SD module. So you need to understand from the beginning to the end. So there is no, I can say there is no proper end for this because business is very vast. So depends on multiple industries. The requirements will be changing, and time to time requirements will be changing. So in that case, so we are gonna explain you end-to-end operations, how you gonna configure with real-time examples. So I can quote some examples, best examples with the different projects and how they are performing. For example, service industry, manufacturing industry, pharma industry, how they are doing, and what are the configurations we are doing, and what is missing. I can say what is not possible in SAP SD. So that what we are gonna suggest for that. If something is not possible in SAP SD module, so what we gonna do? How we gonna enhance that? How you gonna meet that requirement? Because if business is believing in SAP SD, I mean SAP module or SAP platform, to run their businesses successfully. So we need to enhance their applications. If something is not possible in SAP SD or SAP MM module or FI module, so we are gonna enhance those applications. So how you gonna enhance all these things? We will be going to discuss further. And we do have integrations here. So integrations means this is the crucial part in SAP platform, because SAP is providing the real-time integrations. So that is where SAP is the number one in the market till now. Since many years, SAP is the market leader because of the real-time integrations it provides with the other modules. For example, SAP SD module is integrating with MM and FI modules in a real-time scenarios. It's very frequently integrating. So depends on so for example, if credit required, that should be integrated with FI module. If any intercompany movement is required, so we will be integrating with MM module, or any new material required, stock required, or anything like that. So we will be integrating with MM modules. So not only these modules, many other modules we will be integrating based on the business and based on the business scenarios, I can say. And what we are going to cover here, so hands-on experience. We will be providing the SAP the server, I can say that is a best practices server, and we will be helping you with the mock interviews as well. So mock interviews, what we're gonna do here, mock interviews along with if required any resume building also, if you required any additional suggestions or anything like that, or we will be going to take care of the end-to-end things like hands-on experience and resume building and mock interviews. And there are frequently asked questions in the industry, but that is not the confirmed interview questions, but I can explain you what are the frequently asked questions. So that will help you to crack the interview going forward. So these are the things we are going to help you from here. So moving on to the next slide. So yeah, I'm sorry. So here, so add-on topics. So what are we going to do here? So so add-on topics means, so currently what we are explaining, so the SAP SD course, along with that, I'm going to explain you the tickets. So real-time tickets with the real-time examples. So for example, so in a real-time industry, how you going to tackle the ticket? How you going to close the ticket? And where and all we will be getting the tickets. All these things will be explained here. This is a real-time subject. So this will help you to, crack the interview with so that will add more weight to your resume. Other than that, so detailed materials will be provided. So soft copies will be provided with the depth subject knowledge and all. So what we are going to explain here, so the all end-to-end operations with integrations and all the real-time examples will be provided during, during the sessions. After that also material will be provided. And additional topics configurations, if any specific requirement, if you have any specific requirements, so that will be covered. So because some of the guys might have knowledge on the SAP modules, so then if you have any specific requirements or specific configurations required, then that can be explained. So other than that, next, moving on to the next slide. So course resources. So additional course resources. So what are we going to provide here? So recorded sessions will be shared on a daily basis. So that means like, so once the session is ended every day, like it is around 1 hour session weekdays and one and a half hour or 2 hour session on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So recorded sessions will be provided so that you can refer at any point of time. And if you can practice based on that. And if you have any questions, you can get back to us. And as I mentioned in the previous slide, the complete soft copy will be given post completion of the course or mid of the course. So you can refer that theoretical part. So the sessions will be covered with hands-on experience. So I will be going to configure and show you, and so you can practice based on watching these videos or listening to this, and you can understand. And this is the theoretical part will be provided. Yeah, theory part will be provided. And as I mentioned, resume preparations and mock interviews, interview tips will be given. So in some of the industries and some of the companies, they are asking specific interview questions and specific tips required. So because to crack some of the interviews, so we will be providing some of the kind of tips, I can say. So that can be given. So that will be added advantage for you. And now moving on to the next slide. So projects and use cases. So see here, so this is a project one. So for example, see, I'm going to explain about these Dell technologies. So why I'm taking Dell technologies, I can take any other company or anything else. But see, for example, so I can so for example, if you take Dell technologies, because this is a well-known company. And here, first of all, what we need to understand when we are implementing the project for Dell technologies. So that means we are implementing SAP SD module, not only SAP SD module, all other modules will be implemented, but we will be taking care of only SAP SD module. So inside SAP, we will be taking care of SD part. So that's what I'm trying to say. So here, what are we going to do? So business process mapping in SAP SD module. That means what? First of all, we need to understand the business requirement. For example, Dell is having multiple operations in multiple countries. Multiple operations means they do have manufacturing, they do have services, and they do provide some of the kind of chips or anything like I mean the computer parts or anything like that. So we need to understand the business process and in the how they are distributing, like how they are selling to the customer. And after that, what kind of processes they are following, how billing is happening, how delivery is happening, how service is provided. All these things, we need to understand the business processes first, which is belongs to us. Belongs to us means SAP SD relevant, which is relevant to SD module. So first of all, we need to understand all these things. Then we need to configure in SAP SD demo system. So the best practices system, what we're going to provide. So I will show you how to configure that. And based on that, you can configure by yourself. So that is a hands-on experience for you. And like O2C cycle. So I'm going to cover what is O2C cycle, order to cash cycle. So order to cash cycle means what? Like first of all, so how SD process starts from inquiry. Inquiry means, so you want to buy some product, for example, Dell laptop. So you will be inquiring in where, for example, nowadays Amazon, Flipkart, or you will be inquiring in Dell website, or you will be going to the Dell store, exclusive store, and inquiring about that project. That laptop. So after that, what they will give you some price, the quotation, the configuration. The laptop configuration and the delivery time. Sometimes you will get it on an immediate basis. Sometimes you need to wait for some more time because that is a some of the laptops may not be available at the store or in the Amazon website or somewhere else. So in that case, how you need to wait for some time. So when you will get the laptop, and after that, what is the price and how sales order will be created, and when you will get the delivery. So how billing processes happened, all these things we need to configure in the SAP system. So in this case, we need to think like we are a Dell employee, or we will be implementing the project for Dell Technologies from different MNC companies. So in that way, you need to think. So you need to understand the business and provide the end-to-end solutions from SAP SD point of view. With all the basic functions means there are technical parties involved here. I can say like pricing, taking the printouts, account determinations. There are multiple things. This is a purely technical thing. So this will be taken care once you go into the I can say like a project or the training session, then we will get to know what are these basic functions and all. And as per business requirement. See, most of the time, SAP is a standard template. So what we're gonna do? So we need to customize the SAP application. I'm sorry. So we need to customize the SAP application as per the business requirements. In this case, Dell is the business. Dell is our client. So we are working for Dell. So Dell is our company. So we need to customize our SAP applications as per Dell business requirement. So most of the cases will fit into standard SAP. If nothing is, if anything is missing, anything is missing which is not supported by SAP platform, then we need to customize the application. SAP application to meet these requirements. So there are multiple requirements like this. So going forward, we will discuss. Okay, so business is very vast. As in some of the cases, SAP, those business processes will not fit into SAP. So in that case, we need to enhance the application. So that's all about the projects and use cases. And now move on to the next slide. So this is the certifications. So certifications, so yeah, so there are two certifications available in the market currently. So these are the SAP certifications, external certification. These are global certifications. Once you complete the course, the given timelines. So once you attend and complete these course, you will be able to clear these certifications, external certifications, which are acceptable globally. So you can go anywhere and throughout the globe, these are valid. And you can apply for multiple MNC companies. There will be certification will be the added advantage once you are certified. So client is very much interested on you, and the companies also they will I can say like the hiring process will be a bit easier when you compare with the other candidates once you are certified. So this course will help you to clear these two certifications. This is the latest one. Maybe next year, this year, now 2024, you will be having 2023 as well soon. So these are the three certifications. I can say as of now, two certifications. These two certifications syllabus will be covered here during these sessions. Then you can apply for these certifications and clear these certification. Then you can add to your resume, you are certified, and you can apply for a jobs. So this will be an added advantage in client point of view also. Yeah, moving on to the next slide. And mock interviews. So mock interviews means, so see, obviously we know what is mock interview. So before going to the main interview, we will be taking some dummy interviews or the preparation interviews. So in this case, what we're gonna ask, like, so what are the questions we are going to ask here? And these are the things like, what is O2C cycle? What is SAP SD module? What are the other modules integrations? And what is the major functionality of SAP SD module? What is pricing? So these are the basic questions we are going to ask, and mock interviews will be conducted. So kind of mock interview I'm going to take, the experts will be going to take once the course is completed. So that will help you to understand the interview questions as well before going to the main interviews or the original interviews. So this is an added advantage. So because you will be covered with the frequently asked questions and some of the business scenarios as well. So where and all you're lacking, so you can groom up after taking the mock interview. So that is an added advantage here. And moving on to the next slide. So lab test. So this is the technical things. So to run this SAP platform, so on your laptop or in your machine, so you must have all these things: high-speed internet, desktop or laptop. You must have all these things, and the Windows. This is what, and the RAM this much, hard disk and RAM and the CPU. So these are the things required. So maybe keep all these things in your mind, and you must have the laptop and SAP should be installed. So our technical team can help you. SAP SD point of view. So I want to show you what is SAP SD cycle, SAP SD or O2C cycle here. So keep it in what is SAP. This is the basic thing. You might find the answer in Google as well: systems, applications, and products. And what is SD, sales and distribution? Then O2C. O2C means order to cash. So these are the major, these terms I'm going to explain. So I want to start with the cycle. SAP SD cycle. SAP SD cycle means the process where it starts and where it ends. So this will give you the basic understanding about the SAP SD, the outline, the course outline. So see, for example, so I want to explain. So I want to take a, previous business case. So that was a Dell Technologies. So Dell Technologies, so is your client or you are working for Dell Technologies. So here what we gonna do. So for example, so we receive an inquiry from customer. So that may be end customer or maybe a business to business. That means like business to business means, so that is like distributor, I can say distributor or there is a different company. So what they are expecting, they need thousands of laptops. So what they gonna do, so they will approach Dell Technologies or one customer. So they need only one laptop. So they will approach Dell Technologies. So I want a laptop. So what they will do, first of all, they will inquire. So after inquiry, what happens? So our Dell Technology team will get back to them with the quotation. So what is this quotation? Quotation means, so we are giving the price and delivery date and configuration and add-on things what we are going to give, and this quotation is valid for some particular period, because quotation, it is a legal bounding. So because for example, so 10 days validity for this quotation. After that, if the customer is coming and asking for the same, like for example, today we have issued one quotation saying so laptop is 40,000 and this will be delivered by now today 7th, so 6th it will be delivered by 10th, and after that, so you will have free services, 3 or 4 free services in that way. So this is the quotation. So this is valid for next 1 week. After that, if customer is coming and asking with the same, so price may go up or price may go down. So that's the reason where quotation is valid for a particular period. Okay, so after that, what happens in the business? So contract will be raised. Contract or sales order will be raised. So why the contract will be coming into the picture means, so if it is a B2B, B2B means business to business. If there is a distributor, so he will be making an agreement with you. So Dell exclusive distributor means there is no issue. If the distributor is a third party person, he is taking care of all the laptops. That means he is selling all the laptops. In that case, he will be going to have a contract with the Dell Technologies saying, so boss, next 2 years, I will be having an agreement with you. For these many laptops I want. So you need to, deliver these many laptops as and when required. This is an agreement. So there are multiple terms and conditions in the business. And then if it is end customer, so we will be raising one particular sales order. So customer required one laptop, which is 40,000 rupees, that will be delivered by next 3-4 days. That is a simple sales order. That means, so contract means it is a long-term agreement. And sales order means this is for only one particular sale, one time I can say. So after that, what happens? Delivery will be started. So delivery means, delivery means, by listening to this name, you will understand delivery means, so we will be shipping the goods. The shipment process will be started. So to ship the process, so here we need to integrate with the WM module, and there is a shipping activities. So integrating with the WM module means, what is WM here? WM means warehouse management. Warehouse, why we are integrating with warehouse management? Because our goods, the finished goods, the ready to sell goods are available in our warehouse. So we will be integrating with warehouse module, and we need to pick up the goods from our warehouse. I can say this picking or packing required for this. Packing also required. So post packing, post picking and packing. So we will be shipping the goods. Shipping process will be starting. I can say that this is a shipment process. So that means vehicle will be coming. So nowadays, third-party vehicles are coming and loading the materials into the vehicle, and they will be doing the delivery. A delivery to the customer place. Once it is done, PGI. So this is a technical term. It's not a technical term, I can say. It's a business term. This is a post-goods issue. Post-goods issue means, so once we deliver the goods to the customer, we will be issuing the accounting document. So that is called post-goods issue. This is an accounting document. That means, so here till now our goods are with us. So that means one laptop. For example, one customer requested for one laptop. So till now Inquiry, quotation, contract, sales order, delivery. So delivery means delivery is not completed yet until PG is done. Delivery process, delivery in process, delivery in process. That means like the material is picked up from the warehouse and packing is done. Shipment started. Once it is reached customer place, then we will be issuing this accounting document. That means our inventory will be reduced. Okay, so this is called PG process. Post that we will be issuing billing document, or I can say invoice document. So invoice means what happens. So for example, customer A bought one laptop. So this is what your bill. So and so Dell laptop you bought 40,000 is the bill. You need to pay the 40,000 amount. Then accounting document. That means this is a FI process starts here. Okay, so this is a complete process of SAP SD module. So we are going to cover all these things during the sessions, and this will help you to understand the real-time business cases. And I will be letting you know the the tickets, where and all we will be getting the tickets at sales order level, what tickets you will get, delivery level, what tickets you will get, and picking level, or billing level, or once you release to accounting, what happens. All these things we are going to discuss. It's a practical sessions. We will be explaining you on the demo session. Demo system. That is a best practices system, and you will get to know the configurations as well. So that's all from my side for today. And if you have any questions, you can get back to me on this.